What's going on in the Charlotte County real estate market? I'm here to tell you. Yo, I'm Adrienne, longtime Florida realtor, and I'm here to help you get your Florida life. Happy Wednesday, everyone. If you're new here, new videos come out every Wednesday. This is my market update for the month. I do one every month. If you're interested in seeing more of those, please subscribe. I also have a monthly newsletter where I give some more market details and tell you what's going on in the area. You can sign up for that in the description below. We're gonna take a look at the numbers for July. That is the latest out by the Florida Realtors. We get numbers in real estate often with a lag time because it takes time to close. It takes time for those numbers to get recorded into the MLS system. Let's take a look at July. The first chart we're going to look at shows a single family homes. You'll see on the top it says Punta Gorda MSA. That actually is Charlotte County. It's how this program labels it. Sometimes I catch it and I switch the label here, but I didn't. In July, we had 7 months of inventory in single family homes, 2,998 homes. That's a buyer's market, very strong buyer's market. We had 668 in pending. Now, it looks like there's a big gap there, but if you go back to July of 2019, we had 604 in pending. A similar number, a lower number, but we had a lot less inventory, 1,473 homes on the market and months of inventory 3.9, which is much more of a balanced market. So you can see the problem in our market, which we've been talking about for months, is active inventory. We're gonna go a little deeper in a moment, but let's look at the different price points and their months of inventory because it gets a little interesting. We're seeing some changes here. When you look at $1 million plus homes, we have 12.2 months of inventory, 600 to 999,000, 9.4 months. But when you get down to 250 to 299, that is much steadier than you might think. It's at 4.7 months. Again, in the balanced market range. Now, when we look at condos and townhomes, we have 828 active and then 9.3 months of inventory, very high. 106 pending. You can see in July of 2019, same scenario as single family homes, a similar amount pending, but just not as much inventory. It gets very interesting when I broke the price ranges down. Now for ease on the next chart, I'm going to tell you, it says condos from 200 to 250, which is our lower range of condos. We do have some a little bit lower than that. And then condos 600 to $1 million. Actually, when I did anything under 400,000, the numbers were very similar, but the chart starts getting a lot of lines on it and it gets a little wonky looking. And then anything over 400 were very similar to the numbers you see here. But there's something very interesting on this chart and I'm going to address it. When I put it up, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Something from a couple of years ago. And I always say on these videos, you really need context when people give you these numbers. And it's a great example of that. So you know I love it. Let's take a look. So for condos, 200 to 250, we have 8.7 months of inventory, but again, the higher priced condos are what's really driving up those months of inventory. Now, the number I'm talking about, which I'm sure you're noticing, is in March of 2020. What happened around March, July of 2020? I went back and looked. I had an inkling, and if you live in Punta Gorda, you might know, especially in PGI, something happened around that time that caused us to have an influx of condos hit the market at that time. Do you know it? It's Paradise Point. If you go down Marion, where Park Beach Circle is, there's what a lot of people call the V building. It's a brand new, nice condo complex with a V in the front. Those hit the market around that time. So all of a sudden, the market had this influx of $600 to $1 million condos. And of course, it drove up the inventory. And those all got sold, you know, with it, it's 2020, they sold, but it hit these numbers funny. Now there are other months on here. There's one in 2018 where we see a big high point. I tried to figure that one out. I couldn't figure it out. If you figure it out, please let me know. Put it in the comments, send me an email, because I'm like a detective with this stuff trying to figure it out. So you may be saying to yourself, why are all these people selling? There are a lot of reasons, I believe. I mean, we have seen insurance go up. We have seen HOA fees go up in a lot of, or condo fees go up in a lot of condo complexes. And also there were people in 2021 who might have sold, but Florida was a good place to be at that time, so they held out. So we're just seeing this influx. My question, more interesting to me, is why aren't more people buying? Yes, we are seeing similar pending numbers, but for my whole career, for a long time, I hear people constantly say to me, man, I should have bought in 2011. I should have bought in 2012. Now, the prices aren't where they were, but let's take a look at how good buyers have it right now. When you look at the prices of single family homes, they're the lowest they've been in years, and we're seeing 92.9% off list price. In condos and townhomes, not the lowest. I'm not sure. I tried to figure out August 2023 what happened there. I'm not sure, but we're on the very low side of condo prices here, and 91.1% is being taken off the original list price. Now, to be clear, that could be people lowering the price, it could be negotiations, but we're seeing a lot of change out there. It is a good time to buy. I know a lot of realtors say that all the time, but I am backing it up with numbers right here. If you're worried that no one is ever gonna move to Florida again, I find that very hard to believe. I talk to people every day who've dreamed for many years of moving here. It's hard to think that a little glitch in the market is going to end Florida. We'll see though. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, I love to hear about them. Leave them in the comments below or shoot me an email. I'm happy to help any way I can. Thanks for watching. See you next week.